Check. We ain't gon' run, no we gon' hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we gon' hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know where Mace, Pops, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right, turn it up, we're giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin. Subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's close in the counter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow. Let it rock, turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's close in the counter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Yeah. Alright, yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out, might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. No, they thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They check it to 10.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the Cleveland Browns. Dustin Hopkins has it on the tee, and here we go from our nation's capital.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They go with Chubb on second down, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Hey, wahoo! King, king, king! Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50.
And they're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A first carry now for Thompson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. 3rd down, it's Adrian Peterson. 3 plays, all resulting in 3-yard carries to bring up 4th down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Love, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Play action. Haskins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. We're scoreless after one.
Check 53. Watch the backer. Mike, 53.
Now Haskins on first down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
At the 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
Alert 3, alert 3.
They run it here with Thompson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Let's go, D.
On third and goal, Haskins. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. It gets by him, and now a little daylight. The Browns are in. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Let's go. First down 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, it's Thompson. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Well, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. On the ground, it's Thompson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A Redskin first down. The pickup, 15 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a quick pass to Richardson. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
3 down. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Watch the curl. 57. Mike, 57.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin there to make the grab. And the Redskins have taken the lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
The fuck am I in?
57. Check 31. Check 31.
Yeah, I got 4 people in the zone.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Who that?
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that is incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there,
Don't disrespect me.
now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
That's going to be a long day. 53. Let's go.
And they'll indeed go for it with Haskins.
He got it, too.
And he finds McLaurin. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Geis. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down now, it's Thompson, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
He just stopped, man.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
He's coming.
On 2nd down, it's Thompson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
57's the mic. Watch 57. We own them. We own them.
From midfield now, Haskins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They run it again with Chubb.
Come on, hit that hole. Come on.
A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. Give the tackle there to Josh Norman.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
I got to break one of these runs, man. I have a feeling.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
What are you doing?
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Man, I got you. Hey, Charlie. 56 is the Mike.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
First down, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Do that again. Yeah.
Hey, exit. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
After the sack on first down, Mayfield flushed out right. And the pressure gets to him again. Ryan Kerrigan picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
But I need a dot right here. I don't know what I'm going to do. Oh, 28.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Hey, we got four.
3rd and long for Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six. Redskins touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
He was nervous the whole game.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I don't even care. I think I passed it. I didn't even have the ball for that long. That's the crazy part. I don't want to hear that offense. I don't even have no offensive touchdowns or whatever the fuck you want.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Enjoying my beer.
Run.
Back to it after the pick six. Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Mayfield on first down. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Mayfield now. And he's got the hook up to Landry. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
I don't understand that. I hate tight slots for that reason. How can I not bring him over back?
On first and 10, Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
I'll get you next time.
After the sack. Oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. DRC, Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie getting in there to break it up. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
So shoot right now.
All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
What's tight? Tight ends right. What's tight? 3 down. 57's Mike. Mike 57. I'm going to come back to you.
Haskins going to try to throw it. Uncorks one for Davis. That's caught at the 25. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Here's Haskins to throw. To Thompson on the screen. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Who's that? 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike.
Watch the slant. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. He don't know no better.
57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Let's get the ball. 57. Mike, 57.
Haskins going to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Mike 57. Hey. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 57's the Mike. 50.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal.
Watch the screen. Pass.
4th down. Here's Haskins. And it's caught. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Browns drive about to get started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins, and it was their defense.
I do not like the Browns.
They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone.
I cannot rock with the Browns.
I do my dance.
What's the next team?
Stance. No man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans.
You know what? I'm gonna say the Eagles, but I don't like the Eagles.
Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 Yeah. They can catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damagers. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, all think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious.
Minnesota.
Is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us.
Should I go Buffalo?
Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not. End zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, man. Odell with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. There's no need in keeping it low-key. I can cover the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off food, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Minnesota's kind of trash too.
Are you ready for some football?
Whole line's kind of garbage.
Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you I tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy. I tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
No.
Great 88. Great. Gun. 55.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Set, 8. Watch the ship. Kill.
Out of the gun, Newton taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 68 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Fucking problem.
Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 41 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with 3rd and just a couple. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. On fourth down, they do snap it to Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Hey, high 7.
Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Gun.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on fourth down. They'll run for it. Cook. And this is going to be nowhere close.
What?
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back.
What's up, Naya? Get down.
20 of us, that's 20.
Oh, sit down.
Ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on. I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left.
Get down.
Until we all got them buckets. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Lost my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
Chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. It burst off the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, start the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? Rep for your bro, for your poster, popping your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend, sweet. This sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Set up. 70, Indy. 53, Mike 53. Go. Watch hustle, hustle.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Tannehill. He completes it to Henry. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to air it out. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Derrick Henry. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Tannehill. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. Flush to his right. And he locates Walker, complete. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. They go play fake. Mahomes flushed out right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Kevin Byard, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raider, gets the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one.
Ready?
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Go! That logo. Hey, team 6. Team 6. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Too little, Captain.
Hey, 2.
53's the mic. Crunch time, defense.
Go.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 26. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On second down, Williams. And he's brought down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Jayon Brown coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. And the kick by Butker is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go.
From the 27, Tannehill. And caught by Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. A first down carry for Henry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Henry. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the...
And now look at him go. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 72 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are even at 10 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. They'll run it again with Henry. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is Henry. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, Tannehill. And that is caught. Walker, touchdown Titans. Delaney Walker there to make the grab. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that 1st touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Here we go, D.
Yellow.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 79 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? offensive lineman versus defensive lineman, but you know in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. From just shy of midfield, Tannehill flush to his right. And this is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Henry. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. We're back now in KC. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. We're back now in KC. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
On 3rd down, Henry. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They'll run. It's Henry. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Mike, 55. Right.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes buying time to his left. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Mahomes on target here to Hardman. Past the 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Offense set to begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On first down, it's Tannehill. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Chris Jones in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. On second down, here's Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now Tannehill. And Walker has it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. He's back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. On 3rd down, it's Henry. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Go! Hey, 7. 5.
They snap it to Tannehill, and it's complete. Henry. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kendall Thorne. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So this one in the win column for Kansas City.
Ladies and gentlemen,